Welcome to the pheonixdma YouTube channel. In this video, we will cover how to build and test your own kmbox alternative using an Arduino. If you are looking for pre-built and tested Arduinos, you can purchase one on either our website or our Amazon store. At the time of this video, all of our products ship from within the beautiful United States of America. Let's go over the parts list. Amazon links for every item will be posted in the video description. You can find these same items on websites like AliExpress or similar, but it is recommended to buy at least 2 of everything if you are going that route. The first item is the CH340 module USB to USB serial. My camera is dog water, so I will be putting the text on the screen. And next we have the USB host shield. If you're buying from AliExpress, this is one of the items you may want to buy multiple of. Next, we have the Arduino Leonardo. The example used here is a clone model that was purchased from China. The OEM version on Amazon will cost 6 times more for no reason, but the failure rate is very low compared to buying from China. Lastly, we have 4 breadboard jumper wires. These 4 will need to be male to female for this application. The colors of the wires do not matter. You can buy these in a pack of 40 on Amazon for around $8. The first order of business is to identify the required pads on the USB host shield that need to be soldered. I will point these out with my precision accurate screwdriver, as well as display a photo due to camera quality. As you can barely see, I have soldered the identified pads on the USB host shield. Now we can move on to placing the host shield onto the Arduino Leonardo. Everything should line up between your USB host shield and Leonardo without needing any adjustments. There may be a case where your host shield has bent pins. If so, you can straighten them out before combining the shield and Leonardo. Now that we have combined the shield and Leonardo, take note on how the front of the host shield is dug into the Leonardo. It is recommended to do this to ensure every pin from the shield is making stable contact with the Leonardo. Many users will fail their QC test and assume there is an issue with their parts before checking this. Now, next we need to identify the pins that we will be attaching the jumper wires to on the H340 module. Starting from the bottom is ground. Next is RX. Then we have TX. Lastly, there is the 5 volt. As you can see, my H340 module is looking stunning with its new wires on it. Next, we will identify the connections on the USB host shield. These connections will be for the male side of the wires connected to the H340 module. First, we have the connection for ground. Right below ground is for the 5 volt. And next, we have the connection for the TX. Below the TX is where you will put the RX. Here is the end result for the wiring. For the video, I will be using the 5 volt wire in the setup. Usually I do not use this, nor do we paint this connection on our pre-made Arduinos. Use of the 5 volt cable is not required. At this time, you can plug your micro USB cable into your Arduino and plug the other end into your second computer. Plug this H340 module into your second computer as well. Just a few more steps before you can start snatching souls. First, we need to verify the Arduino and the C340 are being seen by the computer. Right-click on the Windows button and open Device Manager. Open the port section of Device Manager after. First-time users will not have the USB serial in Device Manager. For the video, I will uninstall this device with the driver and reinstall it. The driver installer for the H340 module can be found in the video description. Verify that you have the USB serial with an error. Then open the driver installer and click the Install button. You also need to verify there are no errors tagged to your Arduino Leonardo device. If all is well, you can move on. Next, you will need to download, install, and open Arduino IDE. This can be found in the video description also. Now, within Arduino IDE, click Tools, then Board. Find Arduino Leonardo, then select it. and then next go back to Tools, click Port, Then select the port your Leonardo is using. This can be checked in Device Manager. Now we're going to run a USB host shield test from within Arduino IDE. The script I am using here can be found in the video description. Copy the entire script and paste it into Arduino IDE. Now we are going to click the upload button to send the script to the Arduino. Now click the Tools menu and select the serial monitor. Before sending any text into the console, plug a keyboard or mouse into the USB host shield. After that, type any text into the message box and hit enter. If your Arduino is working correctly, you will get the All Tests Passed message in the console. Now you are ready to go buy some fancy firmware and make some grown men cry. That concludes the guide for the Arduino setup.